What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for July 19th, 2021. So today I wanted to take a video, and I know we already briefly talked about it in a video on Saturday about the upcoming changes to the TapTap test server and then eventually to Android and iOS. I wanted to break this one down and be specifically talking about the changes with Magic Stone Sword while also talking about the Inosuke and Fiona shield changes. So, number one, just to make sure you guys remember, if you do have Magic Stone Swords, don't worry, you're going to have a free swap event to any other pay-to-win artifact besides Snowheart, so you can swap them to crowns, AMBs, whatever you want. Even if you don't even have upgraded Magic Stone Swords, you should be able to swap them to something else after this change. Now, Magic Stone Sword is getting a buff slash nerf. It just depends on how you kind of take it. And of course, the cheese method is going to be gone. The new game mode in Tower of Dreamland, you cannot cheese either. So this is really, really good. There's good changes coming. I'm happy this cheese is going away because, of course, that does mean they're going to lower the difficulty of Vortex and Realms Gate so normal people can do it without cheese in it. That's a good thing. But let's jump right into it. Let's see what the exact changes to Magic Stone are, and let's see what's going on. So first off, let's talk about the actual change that's happening. So I'm going to put the old version, the one that's currently in the game, down below here, the new one on the left. So there are changes coming, but we do have a confirmation that the date that this is going to go live for Android and iOS players is going to be on July 28th. So that's not going to be this week, because this week is what, the 22nd, 23rd. Actually, it looks like it might be coming for TapTap on the 21st, which is coming up on a Wednesday. So it does look like the 28th is a Wednesday. So that is going to be before the next week's reset. But the one positive is, if you're going to try to get this done and get to Fire 1 before this change happens, you do get to have Ormus come up one more time. You don't get a full week, but you get, let's see, this time it's going to open on Monday. You get 3 more chances to get to Fire 1 with this change. But again, the 28th is the confirmed date for these changes right here. Now, the biggest thing here is that you'll notice in the old one, it was only 25%, and now it's 20%. So they are giving it a slight buff in a way. And that buff means that you can now take 5 hits of over 20% of your maximum HP instead of 4 with 25%. So that is the buff, but there's a little bit of keyword here: not exceeding the wearer's max HP. So this is basically to get rid of the cheese, to get rid of the low HP heroes with extremely high attack with shields that just, you know, you guys have seen it. If you haven't seen my Valiant to Fire push, the live stream from Saturday, go check it out. It shows you exactly what's going on. But what does this actually mean, and what does that break down to actually do? So this is going to be a little bit tricky to explain, just a little bit, but we're going to get through it. So what does this mean? If you are taking a hit, so essentially you're taking a hit for less than or equal to 20% of your maximum HP, essentially Magic Stone Sword doesn't do anything. Same as always, because it's only going to lower damage that does more than 20% HP down to 20% of your maximum HP. So as far as the first spot goes, that is pretty much remaining unchanged. Now, the second part is where it gets a little interesting. When you take damage greater than 20% of your HP, but less than or equal to 120% of your max HP, you will then only take 20% of the HP. So that is pretty straightforward, where it's just going to make it so you only take the 20%. That's fine. It's dandy. It works. It's good. Now, when you take greater than 120% of your HP and less than 200% of your HP, you're essentially going to take the damage minus 100% of your HP. So if you take a really big hit, it is going to help save you. You're not going to, of course, just instantly die. But if you do take more than 200% of your HP, you are going to be dead. So what happens when you get hit by an Asmodel with some ridiculously high damage numbers now? Well, Magic Stone Sword's just not going to do anything. So yes, it does have a buff, but if you're getting hit by a gigantic nuke attack, even at like max level, full resonance gear, full guild tech, full pet, everything, and you just have ridiculously high damage and coming in, and you have ridiculously high HP, If it's still higher than 200% of your HP, you're just dead. It's not going to stop anything, or of course, it's going to proc Unbending Will. So it'll just instantly proc it. It does mean you're going to get procced at 100% HP, which is interesting, and maybe take a layer or two off. Like, just for example, Asmodel the Dauntless comes in, you know how he just wrecks people with his active ability. When you have a Punisher staff, well, Magic Stone Sword's not really going to do anything for you. So does that mean Magic Stone Sword still has use? Probably not. And of course, when you have a low HP hero that only has, say, a couple 100,000 HP, just about everything is going to kill you. It completely negates the effect of using the shield combo. So the next thing we need to talk about are the changes coming to Inosuke and Fiona shields. So when it comes to the change for Fiona and Inosuke's shields, essentially they're going to be changing from the old one, which I'll put right down below again, which that one was the skill effect offsets the direct damage and dots received. It will disappear when the strength of the shield is at 0. The shield strength caps at 5,000% of self attack. So that's why having, star spawns that are attack star spawns, you put, as much attack into your heroes as possible with the accessory slot and the weapon slot with a very offensive Magic Stone Sword, no HP anywhere, you'd be able to have a gigantic shield that would slowly chip away. Well, now the shield effect is going to be a little bit different. Offsets the direct damage and dots received, that part is the same. It will disappear when the strength is 0, that's the same. But the shield strength will now cap out of 100% of self HP. So that's going to cap out on the target that is receiving the shield at 100% of their health. Is that any good? Well, I don't know. It really comes down to the math of it. And you know what? To figure that out exactly, I'm going to jump on one of my Transcendence heroes, and I'm going to math it out to see what the difference in the shield actually is. So from the looks of doing just some quick math, now granted I'm just taking, hero character sheet values. We're not adding in, all the Celestial Island buffs, pet buffs, all those other things. When you really look at it, I'm taking my Transcendence Asmodel. Case in point, he starts out with 22 million HP. Well, his attack value at 5,000% of self-attack is around 27 million. His HP is about 22 million, so that is a nerf. Is it a huge nerf? No, not necessarily, but it's just, it feels like it's a nerf. We're really gonna have to see how in combat, in gameplay, this turns out, because I'm kind of thinking that it might not be all that great. It's really going to be a big difference on Inosuke as well. But again, we really don't know for sure until we can get our hands on it and figure out exactly. I think it's going to be a worse version, but we'll have to see. So what do you guys think about the change? I am absolutely happy, 100% happy to get rid of any type of cheese in any game, because I think cheese is just such a stupid way to get things done. It's not intended. I wish they would have fixed it sooner. I wish they'd make more changes to the game. Heroes like Tix could use a change, although, little sneak peek, Tower of Dreamland, those enemies have very high HP and very low attack, so Tix is not going to be the answer for Dreamland. Are they going to do that in Realms Gate and Vortex as well? That would be amazing if they did. So Tix was not the end-all be-all answer in every single endgame game mode. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But as far as the Magic Stone Sword change goes, of course, that is, once again, it is going live on July 28th. So that is 9 days away from when this video comes out. I am happy. You'll be able to take any of your Magic Stone Swords and do a 100% free swap to any other paid-win artifact. If you do want to do your push, make sure you get it done by the 28th. That means you can wait till Ormus comes back and you'll have enough time. We'll have to see. But hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about the change. I think it's really, really good. And I'll see you guys next time.